We are especially pleased to have with us this evening our next speaker to address you. And as you would have heard Mr. Sahadeo mention, Minister has taken a very keen interest in the affairs at the BDC. Please join me in welcoming to share a few remarks Senator the Honourable Mariano Brown to the stage.
Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honourable Patrick Manning, government ministers, permanent secretaries and other representatives of government, Mr. Ronald Carter, head of the Capital Market and Wealth Management Group of RBTT, the chairman and the board of directors and the president of the Business Development Company Limited, award nominees, representatives of the business community, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be here tonight to be able to deliver these few words and to recognize our businesses for their continued success in expanding their reach and penetration of the global market, even in the midst of this worldwide economic stagnation. And there are many factors which contribute to a business's ability to become internationally competitive. And the Business Development Company ideally represents the government's commitment to facilitate competitive business by collaborating with businesses under their mandate to drive exports and thereby grow the local economy. As an agency which reports to the Ministry of Trade and Industry, we laud their work in this regard and continue to collaborate with them and our other major implementation agencies such as ETEC, the Trinidad and Tobago Bureau of Standards, and the Exim Bank in driving the growth of our non-energy sectors of the economy. There is no doubt that 2008 was a challenging and particularly difficult year for business, and indeed that 2009 has followed in like manner. And I'm sure you have all heard variations of the cliche that when oil catches a cold, the rest of Trinidad and Tobago sneezes. Well, in this regard, we must extend the metaphor to the financial institutions of the US and the effects which have been primarily felt in the North Atlantic, but at the same time, the knock-on effects have affected all of us. And while Trinidad and Tobago has been able and fortunate to survive and to avoid the severity of the downturn which has affected many countries, including our own regional counterparts, we recognize that challenging times lie ahead. The onset of globalization has raised the standard of international competitiveness. Businesses must be innovative and efficient in order to compete in the world market. Awardees, your success in the area of export development, market penetration, and market diversification not only benefits your company, but also sets an example for future entrepreneurs. As a member of CARICOM, we have embarked on the ambitious journey of trade liberalization with the establishment of the Caribbean Single Market and Economy and the economic partnership recently signed between CARIFORUM and the European Union. The government hopes that you will grasp these opportunities presented by these arrangements and use them to advance the strength and minimize the weaknesses of Trinidad and Tobago. But in order to reap the benefits of globalization, there is need to increase exports, which can be augmented by strengthening the economic and trade relations with our newer trading partners. And given the slowdown in the economic or in the North Atlantic economies, now is the time for our businesses to deepen our links with our emerging southern economies. And this is one of the reasons which underlies our investment and our participation and our hosting of the 5th Summit of the Americas and our hosting of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in November this year. Our bilateral trade agreements with Latin nations also provide ample market access opportunities for local entrepreneurs, and we urge more and more in the businesses to move out into the global marketplace, setting and following the example set by these companies, which we recognize here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we firmly believe that our economic success lies in moving forward to engage the world and to reject old, pessimistic, protectionist market models of development, which history has shown often fail to deliver the gains which they initially promise. In closing, allow me to commend all awardees on behalf of the Ministry of Trade and Industry, and indeed on behalf of the entire government and people of Trinidad and Tobago. We look forward to continue working with all our stakeholders, both public and private, to develop our economy, and I want to wish you and everyone connected with you success in your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister Brown.